Ụmụnze m ọzọ ana m achọ ka ikulo dan wee kirie dis video and echefukwala imetụ m aka na share button. Gịnị mere Igbo achọghị ihe ọma? Achọrọ m kulukulo dan n'ife nwanne anyị nwoke David Umahi kwuru maka Biafra, and achọrọ m ka igecha ihe o kwuru gaa gbalịa tụsara m meseji a gaa share your own opinion in the comment section. Ajụkwa m ọzọ, gịnị mere Igbo achọghị ihe ọma? Akwa David Umahi kwughehili ndị okwuge maka Tinubu mere ya minista ebere m na-emere ndị Igbo. We have really suffered in the hands of the people that we call Igbo politicians because of what they can afford. They are like Oba. You know, everyone say that the cheapest Nigerian that you can ever buy is an onye Igbo, and always shame. Among why an onye Igbo got this so cheap that I got after owning Helile. We can all see what is happening in Nigeria currently. I want you to sit tight to watch this video to the end and then implement on the share button. While you're listening this message, because the video. I will be right back.
In the past administration, our people felt very much marginalized more than they were ever marginalized. And that was the reason that people were agitating for Biafra. But I can say today that we are well integrated into the mainstream of the nation Nigeria. And so we are very grateful to President Bola Tinubu. There will be no need for Biafra again. We are comfortable with President Bola Tinubu. We are very happy with the integration. Look at this road. For more than 15 years, it has been one government will come and just do something and boom. But the section being done MTN, under RCC, is going to be completed by February, fully and total, and it's costing us 202 billion. This remaining section is being done by SKCs. It's 72 kilometers, 150 billion, 30% already paid, and you can see the joy of it. And the joy of the building of road by president all over the country is that these roads will stay over 50 years to 100 years. You can see the concrete road is ongoing, it's just like the coastal highway. And you go to Enugu, Port Harcourt, 4 sections of the roads ongoing. You go to Anambra, you see Owerri Onisha, project ongoing. You go to Second Niger Bridge, section 2B, the project is ongoing. That's 176 billion. You go to Enugu now, you see the Artisan Bridge, finished, dusted, and they delivered. You go to the Depot Junction, the biggest flyover in Southeast is going on there, and that is President Bola Tinubu. And you see Enugu Abakaliki, 183 billion. That project is ongoing. What about the legacy project of the president? We have the third one. And as of today, 424 billion is been paid, it's been awarded, and that is for section 123 kilometers running from the Ndibe beach in Ebonyi State and going to Benue border. These are the reasons why I say we do not have any reason again to agitate for Biafra. He that has started this great and beautiful thing, President Bola Tinubu, he will continue it. Even those that don't want us to take a rightful position as Southeast people, God has opened the time. This is our time. And this is the time that God has sent President Bola Tinubu to reintegrate our people. And we are very happy. It is not all about appointments. And even if you come to appointments, this minister of works, this minister that the president is using to do works in all the political zones, the Southeast is benefiting very well. We cannot be the first, and yet we are not the last. But in the past, we are not just the last. We were forgotten, we were not remembered. But the president has done that. So, my brothers and sisters, we cannot retake our rightful position by sentiments and phenomenal statements. It is by realities and being strategic. And supporting President Bola Tinubu is being strategic. The governor of Enugu State coming over to APC is being strategic. Our dear governors are doing very, very well in South. My governor in Ebonyi State, we have this culture of working without commissioning. And that's what the governor has continued. But he's doing very beautiful work. You go to Abia, you see the great work that person is doing. And of course, it's my cousin. Development and commitment to the will of the people, such runs in our veins. And so I commend him very highly. Our own leader, the governor of Imo State, is doing extremely very, very well. Very proud of his last economic summit. is a very great mobilizer and a developer. And of course, Soludo, the Anambra solution. So we have every reason. And there is none of these people that is not supporting the president. But we will give him votes and compete with other zones so that we will see our reintegration and take our rightful position.
When I was governor, I made it very clear that even if Biafra were going to be, that Ebonyi will not be part of it. Because if he has regarded Ebonyi State as part of Southeast, he would have known that the president has favored the governor of Ebonyi State and by extension the entire governors of Southeast by providing army training depot. I said boldly, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, having done all these things, that there will be no need for agitation of Biafra again.
If anybody is telling you about Biafra, first and foremost, I've been saying it, Chief Elechi said it, Ebonyi State will never be part of Biafra. We are not Biafra. We've been so oppressed, and now we are finding our feet, and you want us to go back. We will not. We are better in a fair and equitable Nigeria, and we are not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere. We will continue to insist, to dialogue, to appeal that we be treated fairly like other regions in Nigeria.
Because the president has provided inclusive governance in the country. And he said that they are not support that, what has he done for them? That they will support him. And I want to tell him what the president has done for the governors of Southeast and also for the zone. In the first place, the governor of Abia State is my cousin, Dr. Alex Oti, who is doing extremely very well. Not in a party. I want him to be in a party. And I've attended an occasion with Governor Oti and also Senator Baribe. And he had praised, Dr. Oti, the governor, very highly for performance. And of course, I agree totally with him and Abia people. They love and support they show to the governor of Abia State because of his capacity and, a very serious shift in terms of dividends of democracy, judging from the past administrations. And so let me tell Senator Baribe that the performance of Governor Oti is a product of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If he didn't have the audacity and the courage to release more money to the governors, Governor Oti will not be doing what he's doing. And I'm happy that Governor Oti in my presence acknowledged that the subnationals are part of the national government. Of course, we have the head of government, which is Mr. President. So every success recorded by the governor, and in particular the governor of Abia State, is a success that the president has offered. And so I want him to be corrected and to know that, using his own governor as an example. But I want him to also know that, before now, we were never, in the past 8 years, of the former administration, they would share service chiefs and none would come to, Southeast. But President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has corrected, that, I will call it wickedness. Because how will a zone be totally excluded? And so in the first service chief's appointment, he gave us a, naval chief, very strategic. And the naval chief performed very, very well, that the president had to thank him. And when it was reshuffled, he also gave us a chief, very strategic, for our seat at home, which the naval chief, I believe, is going to wipe away, because we have lost so much, in terms of, the ungodly declaration of sit at home, which is, inflicting injuries, by ourselves, on ourselves. So, just last 2 weeks, the president directed that army depot be established in Ebonyi State. And Senator Baribe may not regard Ebonyi State as part of Southeast. And that's when I was governor, I made it very clear that even if Biafra were going to be, that Ebonyi will not be part of it. Because if he has regarded Ebonyi State as part of Southeast, he would have known that the president has favored the governor of Ebonyi State and by extension the entire governors of Southeast by providing army training depot, to tackle our, insecurity. This is very key. The Enyimba City, power plant, it is under the president that, the place became functional. All the bottlenecks were, set aside. And last instance, he's a lawmaker. And he has been in the Senate for a very long time. I don't want to ask what and what he has achieved for his people, because I'm not part of his people, But if we put tangibles of what he has achieved and he's questioning me, then I have to question what he has achieved. Because by saying that I didn't care about the procurement process, it's an attack on my personality and integrity. And I think that after correcting him, that he will have to withdraw the statement. Because if he doesn't, I will say more, so that we put our achievements side by side, and then the people of our region will judge, So there are three kinds of procurement process that the, Procurement Act prescribed. I want to tax him to go and study it and come back to tell me whether in the procurement of Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, whether there was any infringement in terms of the procurement process. And I want to educate him that if there was no ESIA, which we did, and the process of ESIA for an international funders to even participate in funding of the project, the recourse is much. It was advertised, it was discussed. There was an independent discussant, a professor that came and did stakeholders engagement of all shades of people, and it was internationally open for comments.
You see, all these our so-called Igbo politicians, these people are really, really selfish. And not only that they are selfish, they are beggars and hungry people. Abraham across a video on said that the cheapest Nigerian that you can ever buy is an Igbo man. And I really shed tears, because how can an Igbo man so low, to be bought by money? And I saw one lady, I also saw a video of a lady that was even saying that hindi Igbo nwere. After why don't you people don't want to go? There was some group of elites ndị Igbo na-achọ power. And you know that you people can't get into that power. You can let the power and you move up and down, up and down. Even currently now, I say that they have already zoned the presidency. Kamoni Boga presidency is better that they were the presidency near Atiku. That's on Hausa. That's to be honest with you. Kama Peter Biga president with their near Atiku. Mark it somewhere. Not like we didn't wish ourselves well, but when it comes to some things in life, when you see that you can't push some things forward again, when things cannot work the way you want, it's high time you go back to your drawing board, take your second option, and know what to do about it. And that's exactly what that the Igbo should have done since. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in prison. All the whole Southeast governors, the whole ministers, they are not even talking anything about it. But the way Shekumi now, bandit Iju, he go and negotiate for them. Sunday Ibohona are you to the country. And his people are praising him. But look at one man's soul, because he decided not to sell you people out. So that's why you people could not even protect his interests. Akasari the Koba Dakolani Kukia. Do turn an ego. So you see, most times, in most cases, what is happening to the Igbos are not really the problem of the Nigerian or the government in power. Rather, what is happening to these people is what these people orchestrated by themselves because they choose to be that way. Whenever you wanted to fight for your rights in full force, in full alacrity. Definitely, that person in one way or other will know that you are fighting for your own cause, not that you are fighting to to disobey or you are fighting to cause commotion. No, but rather you are fighting for what belongs to you, what is your right. Mana mmadụ Igbo say nwata atụba nke akpụ ya ajọ nwa. That's the honest truth. At first you'll be an evil person, but at the end of the day, once you are getting what you want, everybody will relax, everybody will rejoice. Even them also will know that you are fighting for a good cause. Well, share your own opinion in the comment section and don't forget to share this video to your friends and loved ones and click on the subscribe button. Thank you and God bless.